This is Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming back on the program the lovely Nicky Ferguson, who's the project manager for the 5th annual Houston Black Heritage Music and Arts Festival. So good to see you.
Yes, thanks for having us back. I'm excited to be here.
Well, it's good. It's good stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you also brought one of the presenters for this year's Heritage Music and Arts Fest, the lovely Ruama Camp from, where are you from? I just see you fix credit. That's all I see on your schmuck there. What's the name of your business?
Well, actually, what we do is help people to clean, boost, and build their credit. We represent a phenomenal company that does that in the industry. But I'm just the credit shero, and I stopped by.
The credit shero.
I just stopped by to tell people that it is going down.
It is going down. So give us what few tips can one do to get their credit scores up a couple of points? Because I've noticed that there's some secret little tricky little things. For instance, like paying the bill on the due date helps your points go up. I thought that if I paid before the due date, like if I do it before, like they're ahead, like you get it, and then of course, if you're late, that's not good. But that's one of the tricks: pay on the due date.
Well, it can be a trick, but let me just say this: you can pay 2 times in 1 month, and that helps it as well. So it's not just a trick. And just for the record, we have lawyers who help our clients to do that. So,
Why?
well, because some people say, oh, hey, I can do it myself. But there comes a time and a place where you need an expert to do it. And so our company has a law office where they help people and assist them so that when it comes off, it stays off. See, there are a lot of things that happen in the background when a person is focusing on their credit profiles. So we have those experts to help them because there's a lot of myths about and around credit. And so just ear hustling is not good enough. It's just not good enough anymore. So I would just say this as a tip and a tool. When you do talk to someone, and especially me, because I represent a company that is phenomenal, we're going to be able to give you the tips and the tools that will take you from where you are and put you in the 750 and above club and keep you there.
So what's one thing that a person can do to start that process before they come to you guys? Like something that they need to start cleaning up right now before they come to you?
Before they, right now is to pay on time.
Okay.
And to understand that 35% of your credit score is payment history. So you need to look at the history. And the number one tip is this: if you're paying rent, you should be getting credit for paying your rent.
Is that a thing?
Yes, it's a trade line we offer. It is a thing, and it helps boost your credit. And you can get all of that information.
For people, though,
yes,
that
right
are paying
now.
Rent,
So
like right now, so that will show up. So that is a good. Wow.
Yes, it's excellent because the thing that you asked me was, what can a person do now? And immediately, that is where I would start. Because why? You're going to pay the 1st through the 5th if you're renting, right? So you want to make sure that when you pay, you're getting credit. And that is something new, because before you could pay credit and rent for 20 years and never get credit. But now there has been a change.
Well, that's amazing.
It really
amazing. Ruama is one of the presenters for the 5th annual Houston Black Heritage Music and Arts Fest.
On Friday.
On Friday.
Yes.
Friday the
15th at Houston Museum African American culture.
Oh, okay.
So at HMAC, that is on Friday. That's a part of the 3-day.
So let's break it down. All right. So
yes.
Wind a little bit.
So yeah, because we started on Friday.
I know. I just heard credit. I just wanted to throw something out there. So
that's good.
The 16th is where the festival is going to be down at Midtown Park. I see y'all have switched it up.
We switched
changed
it up.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Change is good. But on the 15th, you all are having the Black Empowerment Series that is going to be at HMAC that Thursday and Friday. And that is where, I forgot what you just dubbed yourself. The Credit Queen?
Shiro.
The Shiro. Credit Shiro is going to be presenting there. So let's break it down. So you got the Black Empowerment Series Thursday and Friday at HMAC. What's that going to be all about?
Okay. So on Thursday, it's from 6 to 9 at HMAC, and it's going to be talking about Black health in America and diversity in technology. So we'll have speakers talking about that. It is a free event. We have light bites, some music by myself, DJ Nicky Nice. And so just come out and get all the good information. We have a speaker talking about mental health, suicide awareness, like that. And then we have Microsoft that'll be coming and sharing stuff about technology. So we need to know about that. Everything is technology right now.
Everything is technology, but also but technology is killing human contact and human interaction. So it just really, as great as technology is, let's we got to remember that it's not the end all be all, and that human interaction and human connection is the best. I hate what social media and technology has done. Like, for all of the good, like, it's the yin and the yang. You know what
it's
I mean?
Good and the bad.
Yeah, and it all depends on how you use it. But that is Microsoft. That's pretty big.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah,
it is.
So they'll have a speaker to come out and talk to us about that. So we're excited about that. And so this is going to be a series that Richard Andrews have decided to do because we need to be empowered.
Yeah, and so
definitely.
If you all know, because he's not here, what was his inspiration to put on the Black Heritage Festival here in Houston?
Definitely empowering our people. You can explain, elaborate on that.
What he really has in his heart to do is just like the other cultures have festivals, and they're able to portray who they really are and it be accepted in a positive way. And so as he has traveled all over the country, he went and did studies at the Shrine of the Madonna. And so he said, you know what? In order for change to happen and in order for my culture to be embraced, there has to be something. And so he just took it upon himself to be the change, to get it started. So, he's the fire starter. And when you just say Black Heritage Festival, that's rich in itself. Because why? We have so much to share about. Example, I walked into Social Security office on yesterday, and the gentleman, I went to get a card and to find out what was going wrong, and he says to me, "Oh, you have a native Indian background, and you're Black." So,
well, sir, what do you think? I mean, we were over here before you were. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people just don't know. Why? Because nobody taught them in their home, and they certainly didn't have it in school.
Well, of course not. Do you know that the history of America that they teach, let's say in a Cuba or in Indonesia or something like that, they tell the real true history of it. There was things that I had to learn from Cuban history about the United States and slavery that I did not know because they did not teach us this. And I was just like, yo, this is a crock. They purposely hide our history and the greatness of us so we won't be empowered and know our own power and make this change. I mean, look at us. We move everything.
Yes.
There wouldn't be in America without black people.
That's right.
We built
And
this
that was
country
his
off the
whole
sweat
purpose
of
for
our
it.
backs for 400 plus years
Yes.
to make these white folks rich. You know,
Right.
built this. We built this hole for free.
Right, say that.
You know, and we were here first.
No.
We made
Say it.
America what it is. There's no other country that you can look at and say that, oh, from nothing and built all of this wealth, even though it was through slavery,
Yes.
but built all of this wealth, ended up, and it was black folks. And I mean, some white folks had a
Yeah.
hand in it, you know. Of course,
Yeah.
our indigenous folks, some Latinos, but there's always this argument, you know, about folks for wherever. And I'm just like, look, it don't matter where we are. It don't matter where the boat dropped us off at. We all came from the same place. Don't
Right.
matter where the boat dropped us off.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Sorry to go off on
So
a tangent
it's
like that.
it's okay, but that was the whole purpose. That's what his passion for, just to empower us. The Houston Black Heritage Fest, everything black, you know, the vendors, the just learning the culture, the music. We have Black Street will be here. We
Okay.
have the Cowgirls of Color. They will be
Nice.
attending. I mean, exotico music, R&B, hip hop. We have poetry. Man,
youth
it's
zone.
yeah. We
have
of
that
course
youth
the
zone.
youth zone. That's my baby. I am over the youth zone, and my daughter DJ Layla. She's
Yeah.
been here before.
She was here last
She's
time.
been DJing since we had the festival in the youth zone. So she will be DJing again. My 12-year-old baby girl. So, and then we have Fiya. She is the MC for the second year again at the youth zone. So it's a lot of different activities. Just a lot more people. I mean, and then this year, this is our first year to do the New Orleans tribute.
Oh,
So we are doing the New Orleans tribute, yes. And then we have the New Orleans Hustler Brass Band that will be here too, the second line band. So, and then a lot of different step teams, dance teams, bands. So just a lot of different activities. So y'all make sure y'all log on. I can give the website.
What is the website? Yeah.
HoustonBlackHeritageFest.com. That is HoustonBlackHeritageFest.com. You click on that link, then it'll take you to volunteers, vendors, sponsors. All the information is on the website. So make sure y'all
And as
tune
well
in.
as the Black Empowerment Series that'll be having
Yes,
at
the Black
HMAC
Empower Series,
on,
yes,
on Thursday,
on Thursday and Friday.
Okay, so log on to the website, HoustonBlackHeritageFest.com. The Youth Zone main stage is going to be a lot of performances. Of course, the vendor set up. I mean, this is the fifth one. I've been to just about everyone, maybe except one that I probably missed. But you all are familiar with it being down at Discovery Green. This year it is at
Yes.
Midtown Park. Lovely park.
Yes,
I
it's a
like
lovely
Midtown.
park.
That's where we did our 504 day. So
We
it
can
should
I
be,
announce we do have a
good day.
surprise too for the people.
Yeah.
You are joining in, and you will be our host for our Black Honors, because we are honoring our people, and
Yeah.
you will be the presenter.
I will be the presenter on stage, and so I can't wait for it. It's always a good time, especially with it being at Midtown Park. I'm excited about it.
Yes.
So Houston, come on out and log on to
www.HoustonBlackHeritageFest.com.
Indeed. Nicky Ferguson, project manager for the 5th annual Houston Black Heritage Music and Arts Festival, and the hold on, I'm gonna get it right.
Get it right. Get it right.
She's the credit shero.
Yeah.
Ruama Camp.
Yes.
For some credit repair. Thank you. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for your time. Nikki,
Yes.
it's always great seeing you. And we'll see you guys this weekend at Midtown Park for the 5th annual Houston Black Heritage Music and Arts Festival. So thank you, ladies, for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us. It's
so
always
much.
great to see you.
You too, darling.
Houston Black Heritage Fest.
And
3
thank-
days this week.
3 days.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Come out Saturday, Midtown Park. Thank you so much.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcome back, friend, to the show. He is the founder of Houston Mouves. And you got a new position, right?
I did. Yes.
And what is that?
Man, God is good. I'm the first black president and CEO of the League City Regional Chamber of Commerce.
And he is the first black president of the League City Chamber of Commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, my guy, Dewan Clayborn, in the building. Welcome back, sir.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me,
Yeah, good things happen when you come around. So really quick story, everybody.
Y'all have to hear this. It's hilarious.
I lost my AirPods, and so I was just like, man, like, what is going on? I said on the
I walked
email,
in,
there was
he was
only
stressing.
there was only 3 places where it could have been. In this studio, another studio, and the couch outside of the 97.9 The Box studios. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I'm not that guy to lose things or
could tell something was
misplace
off.
or, be careless like that. And so I'm telling him about it, and we're about to start this interview. And then we hear this cling, something drops, and we like
Out of nowhere.
yeah. And we get up to see, and
There
lo
it
and
is.
behold, it's my Apple AirPods.
Hey, man, I told him,
That came
KG, hey, it's the energy I bring.
It is the
It's
energy
the
you bring.
energy. If it's in a negative situation, we're going to turn it positive.
Like how you are turning education as, of course, as the positive thing that it is.
Right.
You have your Suits and Sneakers scholarship ball because of the good that you do with Houston Mouves. So suits and sneakers, that seems to be the
Yes.
trend nowadays. When you go out, when you go to
Right.
when I see things on television or award shows and stuff, cats be rocking the J's with them or something.
They do. And it's just a different type of look,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wears their suits and they got the fly, dress shoes. I mean, I got them. I have to wear them every day for work. But when you could throw on some sneakers and then, when the females can wear ball gowns and sneakers,
Mm-hmm.
It shows a little versatility and how diverse and, that they're flexible.
Indeed. So, suits and sneakers. When is that happening? That's
So
going
it's
down.
going to happen November 22nd. So that's not the weekend of Thanksgiving, people. So you can still go home, see your people. But it's that Friday before, and it's going to be
Friday before
from
Thanksgiving week.
Friday before Thanksgiving week, yes. And that is going to be from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at India House, Houston.
India House. That's your spot too. All the places go down there.
Yeah. It's a
India
hidden
House.
jewel. Don't give it away to everybody. No.
For sure. So, tell us about what it is that Houston Mouves does in the city.
Right. So Houston Mouves is an organization that has multiple high-end events, whether that's whiskey tasting, scotch, wine, anything that brings a type of caliber of individuals around. Higher end community leaders, but with that, Houston Mouves always gives back to a nonprofit. So it always shines its light on a social service. Because at the end of the day, we're here to be a resource to others, right? So it's really about how can we get so much that we can give back and bless others who don't have it. So with every event, there's always, whether it's raising funds for domestic violence, or if it's raising funds to help kids that are in foster homes. Foster and adoption is huge. It's always for a good cause and getting people to come around and, come together for a better cause than just having fun and turning up. I mean, we're going to do it anyway, but what's
Right.
better than doing it for a good cause?
But partying with a purpose.
Yeah, party with a purpose.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen to Access Houston. Dewan Clayborn in the building from Houston Mouves. Suits and Sneakers happening on Friday, November 22nd.
Yeah.
You're also getting ready for your scholarship
Yes.
competition. So, what is your why? So tell us about the scholarship. What are these essays that these seniors have to submit?
Right. So piggybacking off where I said we got to give back to bless others with less resources. And I came on here with you last year, and I appreciate it, man. The first year we were doing it, we did $500, to a high school student. But this year we're going to do $1,000.
Nice.
And we're going to separate that into 2 $500 scholarships.
Okay.
And the way how you can get that is for seniors in high school, and so you have to have a 3.0 GPA, and it has to be a minimum of 2 pages, and you submit an essay on what's your why. Get them thinking about early. What do they want to be? Why do they want to be that? And so I want to really challenge some of our other leaders, people who are more successful than me, that, hey, if this young brother can invest in education, I mean, what can you do? You know? So I'm really trying to raise the bar for how we really invest in our future, which is education. We always talk about the generations to come, but who's actually doing monetary things? I know everybody can't do monetary, but there are a lot who can, who don't. So hopefully they'll see how God's using me, and hopefully they'll be a little convicted and say, hey, if he can do 1,000, I definitely can do 5,000, you know?
I love the question for the essay, what is your why? Because that, I mean, even as a grown man, I mean, that sounds, it sounds not necessarily intimidating, but definitely a question that you have to put some thought into.
Exactly.
You know, it's not nothing that you can come on top of like, hey, what is my why? So that is good. And so 2 pages, 3.0 GPA, and where do they submit?
So they can submit it to info at Houston Mouves. That's Houston, HOUSTON. Mouves is MOUVES.com. Info at HoustonMouves.com. Submit it there. The last day is November 17th, which happens to be Founders Day. Shout out to the bros. Nah, shameless plug. But November 17th is that's gonna be the last day. So please, if you're adult and you got a son or a daughter that's a senior, please have them submit to get this free money.
Get that free money. That's what it's about. What is your why?
That's a good question. I think my why is one of my gifts is serving. That's one of my spiritual gifts is serving. So I love, like I get an arousal when I can, pause. Pause. Whenever I can give my service in time that only takes me 10, 15 minutes but makes someone's day, or when I can take or budget for a scholarship event for $1,000, I can save for it and give $2 $500 scholarship, and it makes not even that kid's day, but that whole family's day. Like that's my why. Like I'm here to kind of serve, and it goes back to Jesus was the best servant, and I feel like if I continue to strive to be like that, he will give me even more resources and utilize me more so that then I can impact way more than just 2 high school students.
Oh, man. That's amazing. One time for that. That was
thank
great.
you.
That was amazing.
So what's your why? Or have you thought about your why?
I actually haven't. What is my why? I think, no, I haven't. I know that when it comes to this particular platform, this show here, Access Houston, I feel that it is my responsibility to speak truth to power and to make us more self-aware and more educated when it comes to us, as people of color. So I think that's part of it. Maybe to entertain, maybe to make somebody's day, maybe to calm them down, soothe them. I do get I get people that say, your voice is so soothing, or I love listening to you at night on the Quiet Storm.
Right.
Like you really, you take me to another place, or you just have a soothing
and
voice.
That's a gift.
I guess,
that's a gift that you have. That's a gift.
Oh, well,
and so what I'm trying to get people to do is explore their gifts more and neutralize that more. And so then you can be more of a value to others.
But there's so much more that I still feel like that I could be doing, though. I still feel like I'm not doing enough.
Never. But the thing is, we have to celebrate the things we do because guess what? Others aren't doing it.
Well,
right. So
that's a bar.
Yeah.
That's a bar. Dewan Clayborn from Houston Mouves. Suits and Sneakers, the scholarship ball happening on Friday, November 22nd. That is that's the weekend before Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
Tuxedos, suits, dresses. Ladies wear your dresses. It'll be at the India House, 888 West Belford Avenue right here in H-Town. Just log on to Eventbrite. When they log on to Eventbrite, what do they put in the search?
So all they got to do is put in a Suits and Sneaker Ball. Yeah.
Suits and Sneaker Ball.
Suits and Sneaker Ball. They'll pop up. If they search it, they're going to see it everywhere.
All right. That's what it is. My guy, Dewan Clayborn. I probably would have never found my AirPods had it not been for you around here.
Hey, you really owe me. And the way you going to pay me back is coming to the Suits Sneaker Ball, and we going to have some good time together.
Absolutely. Actually, yeah, because, ooh.
Yeah, check that out. Check that date out.
I got a dope. No, the date is available.
Oh, there we go.
I got a dope suit. I was just thinking of the suit, and I was like,
man, look, I run into KG. I run into him at the Pinnacle Awards.
Yeah.
You know, he come through dripping. You know, and I see him. So I know you got plenty of suits, my brother. Like none ain't play.
Yeah, I do.
You got plenty of suits.
I got some, yeah.
Just go
but I'm gonna
ahead.
have to get a new one. But no, my spirit said I got to get a new one.
Yeah.
It's time for me to buy a new one. I just get the itch to buy a new suit. So
right.
That's
well,
what
let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
do for suits.
It's that
and
occasion.
Sneakers.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
that
is.
occasion. Suits and Sneaker Ball, November 21st. Pull up. It's gonna be for philanthropy. We're gonna have food, Hennessy, hookah, everything you can think of. But we're partying for a good cause.
Yeah. So save the day, and I'll see you there, man. Thanks for coming through. It's always good to see you, G.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No doubt. And thank you for listening to Access Houston.
We'll be back with more Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.